Reds fan Coleman has guided the tiny Lancashire club to League One for the first time in their history. The boardroom at Accrington Stanley is like pretty much everything else at the club: small, unassuming and humble. It was here, back in August, that John Coleman held the meeting which would come to define Stanley's season. He sat down his players, his coaching staff, his chairman and his owner. He even invited the kit man. The message was clear, unequivocal. Little Accrington were thinking big. I told them we were going for automatic promotion, Coleman tells Goal. We said, look, we've got to have a proper go at this. We had to act like promotion candidates, the players had to live like promotion candidates, they had to stick their chests out when they played and create that fear factor. We needed everyone pulling in the right direction and playing their part. That's what we've had. He can say that again. On Tuesday, they achieved their aim. A 2-0 victory over Yeovil Town as the Wham Stadium ensured they will be playing in League One next season. Coleman's dream has been realized with 4 games to spare. It's a remarkable story. Football, we are regularly told, revolves around money, yet Accrington continued to make a mockery of that idea. Their budget is, along with Morecambe, the smallest in League Two. There are clubs in the Conference and even the Conference North with greater resources than the Lancastrians. Their stadium, capacity a little over 5,000, looks nothing like a League One ground, despite ongoing development work. And yet, on the pitch they have soared. They are 17 games unbeaten, 15 of which have been victories. They have the league's best defensive record and are 9 points from being crowned champions. Their success has been built on continuity, togetherness and trust, from players to staff to supporters, many of whom Coleman classes as friends. They have all bought into it, he says. We had a good run at the back end of last season, and we knew we were capable of competing if we found a bit more consistency. We had a blip in December where we lost a few games and we questioned ourselves. I sat our 5 most experienced players down and I told them now was the time where we needed them. To be fair, it didn't happen overnight, but they got into the lads and led by example. It snowballed from then. Coleman reflects on the experience of the 2015-16 season, when Stanley were denied promotion on the final day of the season, as a key factor in their success this time around. Fear is a great motivator, and the fear of a repeat this season has focused every Accrington mind. It still hurts now, to be honest, he says, straight-faced. It was heartbreaking. In the 93rd minute we hit the bar and it gets cleared. That same minute, Bristol Rovers hit the post and score the rebound. That stopped us going up. It killed us at the time, and it affected us at the start of the following season. But this season it has driven us on, I know that. We wanted to put it right. For Coleman, there is a degree of personal redemption too. He's ready for another go at League One, this time on his own terms. This is his second spell as Accrington boss. He arrived at the club as player/manager in 1999 when they were in the Northern Premier League, and left in 2012 to have a crack at League One with Rochdale. They were 23rd in the table at the time, and heading towards relegation. Coleman, who admits he was unable to spot the cracks as easily as at Accrington, could not arrest the slide. His spell at Scotland lasted just under a year. After that came a stint at Southport, where he kept a poor, underfunded team in the conference before being criticised by the club's chairman for his style of touchline behaviour and an enjoyable 3 months with Sligo Rovers in Ireland. He returned to Accrington in September 2014, along with longtime assistant and best friend Jimmy Bell. I probably learned more in a year at Rochdale and 6 months at Southport than I did in the previous 19, he reflects. Myself and Jimmy have evolved for the better over the years. I don't lose my rag as much as I did, that's for sure. I'm not going after referees and opponents as much, I'm focused on the things I can control. I don't know, maybe you just mellow as you grow older. There is pride, understandably, as he reflects on the progress the club has made since he first arrived 19 years ago, and the way they have achieved it. Unlike many more illustrious Football League clubs, Accrington have never used the legal tool of administration to clear their debts and start afresh. If someone had said to me in 1999 that we'd be playing Coventry in a league game, beating them home and away in front of 25,000, I'd have said they were mad. He smiles. But that's how far these players have taken this club. The new owners came in 3 years ago and have tried to make us self-sufficient. But before that there was